Rocco, what made Cal so dominant and give you guys some issues to get the bats going today?
Well, yeah, we didn't swing the bats real good today. He pitched pretty well. It was it's funny. I think he was all around the zone, and we offered at pitches that probably weren't good pitches to swing at. He kept us a little off balance. There was a lot of contact. Not a lot of it was hard contact. A couple balls we scalded and hit them directly at their defenders, and that's going to happen. It's part of the game too. But it's the I think it's. I try to keep it simple. We got to swing at strikes, and we got to try to swing at strikes that are more in the middle of the zone than on the outskirts and edges of the zone. And I think he threw everything today. I think he threw a lot of pitches that were very hittable. He threw a lot of pitches right on the edges, and I think we offered at a lot of them. We had a spurt where we took some walks and we had some opportunities. If you're going to win a ball game, you got to take advantage of those spots when you come up and bases loaded and the few opportunities that we had, we just didn't do it. We really only had to do a little bit because our pitchers did a good job again. They went out there and threw the ball very well. Joe was good. He gives up some singles in the first inning and the runs score, and not a ton you're going to do about some of that. And that was the end of it. Really, he shut the door after that, and the guys came in out of the bullpen and gave us a shot. But, when you don't score, you're not going to win, obviously.
And back to Joe Ryan, after giving up a couple runs in the first, he was able to just scatter the rest of the 8 hits and to keep you guys in a position where he could have won that ball game. How much does that speak to his composure and just kind of where the steps that he's taken as he's progressed in his career? Yeah,
he didn't get all bent out of shape. I mean, he wasn't happy about the way the first inning went, but he quickly regrouped and went out there and made some good pitches. And he's out there facing, I'd say, a good number of left-handers in the lineup. Forces him to kind of pitch in a little bit of a different fashion. He's going to end up throwing probably more splits, and you'll see fewer breaking balls and stuff. But he adjusted well. He adapts to whatever's in front of him. And again, just another very solid start.
You guys did have some of those deep at bats and better swings on the homestand. What's happened since then?
I don't know. I think part of the ups and downs of a season, when we're out there and the bases are loaded and there's no outs, the truth is there's so many opportunities and so many scenarios where you just put the ball in play, and you don't want to strike out really, and you don't want to pop up. That's in the infield, and that's what we got. And then we ground into a double play. I mean, we got to do better. We got to swing at better pitches. We got to find a way to find the barrel. Really, all you're looking to do is just push the ball that way, and hit it somewhere on the barrel. And we didn't do it when we needed to, and you have to do that. It was a low-scoring series, and they did a better job, I think, of just having a few more good at bats than we did.
I think an off day after a day like today, or even a trip like this one, can be helpful to kind of mentally reset for the offense?
I think it's a good mental reset for some guys. We got a few guys that are grinding a little bit. Some guys probably prefer to work through it, truthfully, and still be here and all that. But I think the off day works fine. We've had I think a normal number of off days so far to this point. We're going to run into a few more. That'll also let our bullpen catch up a little bit too, so I think that's fine. But I think the stress of not hitting sometimes is as bad as any part of not hitting, and it allows things to spiral a little bit. So you kind of have to balance, being determined and working hard towards getting right and feeling better. But also you can't screw yourself into the ground either. So you got to find a way to balance that and keep the guys, with their heads up and keep them going. We got a long way to go. I mean, I'm not sitting here, overly concerned long term about our offense. I think we're going to score enough runs and give ourselves chances to win a lot of games.